You guys voted, so here it is. What is it, Ma?
Kung Pao chicken.
Thank you very much. It actually came joint second with what? Salt and chili chips. And that will actually be next week. So if you don't want to miss that, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't end up missing it. I said miss too many times, but that's by the by. So this is actually a massively traditional version of the dish. It won't be anything like you've seen in a takeaway or in a takeout. So please bear that in mind. We wanted to show you a traditional version of a common takeaway dish, didn't we?
Yeah. Which has been like modified to nowadays you've seen around.
Yeah, you've seen around. It's nearly 200 years old, this dish.
Not that old?
Yeah, fairly modern in terms of Chinese traditional cuisine, but still much older than me.
Yeah, older than us put together our age.
Yeah, combined ages of 120. Anyway, we'll get on with the recipe.
Diced chicken.
Yes, exactly, Ma. Thank you. So I've diced up some chicken. In the video that you can see over, I've actually cut them too big, and I actually came back through and chopped them a bit finer because Ma, Kung Pao
chicken. Jiding, Kung Pao jiding is like smaller pieces.
So the word translated quite literally means palace diced chicken.
Yeah.
So technically, if you just dice up chicken and cook it in a palace, it's Kung Pao chicken. So
yeah, like you cook it at home. Your home is a palace, okay?
Yeah. This was actually invented around the 1800s, so there's still quite a lot of modern condiments and stuff that wouldn't have been used that we are going to be using today, like MSG. A lot of people will put oyster sauce in that, but oyster sauce wasn't invented until 1888 by Lee Kum Kee. They actually originally invented the sauce by mistake. So we haven't used that, but we are going to be using the MSG today, as you guys know. So what has gone into this is we've got some chicken thighs. You can use chicken breasts, and it's the exact same process. So first off, we put some
salt
and then some
MSG.
Hashtag MSG massive.
Yeah, garlic powder, white pepper, bicarbonate.
Yeah, bicarbonate of soda or baking soda to
you
guys across the pond. Chinese rice wine, potato starch, and just a touch of oil. And the only reason we use the oil is to emulsify the ingredients together. Because if you don't use that, sometimes it can drain off, and also it stops it from drying out when you put it in the fridge. And that's the chicken, very simple. And it is very different from how we would normally velvet chicken. I say very different, there's a couple of different ingredients in there from how we would normally velvet for takeaway food. But again, this is a more traditional dish. So we've added the Chinese rice wine and a tiny bit of white pepper. So there are very little vegetables in this. In fact, one of them isn't really a vegetable, it's chili. So we want a lot of dry chilies, and all I did was rehydrate these in hot water, let them sit for 20 minutes, drain them, and then chop them up into chunks. We want them quite coarse. Again, you don't have to add this because if it's too hot for you, it does give it sort of like a deep tang flavour. Yeah. And the other vegetable that we are going to use is just spring onions and battens. Literally just cut them up as they were.
Is that called batten?
Batten, yeah. Not button, batten.
Batten.
Like a batten.
A bat.
Yeah, like a bat.
Oh,
like
right.
a batten is like a cylindrical shape.
Oh, right.
Just like that.
Okay.
And a button is round and used to fasten something up. Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet. So here we go. I'm gonna put some veg oil into the pan. I'm gonna need quite a bit. Now people always ask me what temperature do we use. I always forget that it isn't second nature to you guys, so I apologise for that. We actually always have it on the highest temperature it will go. So when this oil is piping hot, that's when we throw in our chicken. Because it's got garlic powder, you need to be careful because it will burn if you don't look after it. So in goes the chicken. And we're just going to brown this off, aren't we?
Yeah. You see, it doesn't take long to brown.
No. I missed that bit.
Never mind. I'll try and pick up that big one then.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to say, when we velveted the chicken, if you're using chicken thigh, you don't actually need to velvet it, you can just marinate it. You don't have to add the bicarb with the chicken thigh. If you're using chicken breast, bicarb is best because that keeps it tender. So I'm adding some peanuts. These have been roasted they're salted peanuts, essentially. Traditionally, you would get raw peanuts, but we couldn't get them in the shop local to us. What we could get is these, so we're going to throw these in now. But otherwise, raw, you'd just fry them off in a pan first. Peanut really brings out the flavour of this. In the UK, we use cashew nuts in modern day Kung Pao, but traditionally it's peanuts. Then I'm going to throw in some ginger.
Garlic.
And the garlic. I'm going to season it with a little bit of
salt.
and
Pasta MSG.
yeah, you got it right. And it's MSG massive though.
Pasta MSG massive.
And then we're just going to carefully cook off that garlic. You don't want to burn it. Like in America, they'll use orange juice for this a lot. In the UK, we use Doban paste, which is like a chili hot bean paste. And in the UK, it's sweet and sour based. That's the modern versions, that is. Okay, so that's all done. Now we're going to go in with some
Rice wine.
Chinese blackened rice wine, light soy, dark soy,
Sugar.
dark muscovado sugar, spring onions. And we're just going to reduce this down. Oh yeah. So you're already completely different. It's not that bright red that most people are used to. We're just going to reduce this all down until it's almost a syrup
Texture.
sauce. So, thickness.
Keep watching, you know what we mean.
Yeah. Now I'm going to put in some green peppercorns. Szechuan peppercorns, sorry. They're much smoother and don't leave that like numbing sensation in your mouth from Szechuan peppercorns. But you can use ordinary Szechuan peppercorns if you want. And then I'm just going to throw, now that's getting thick, the chili last, because otherwise it can go into the air and make you cough.
Become pepper spray.
Yeah, and that is done.
Wow, looking good.
Yeah, then all we need to do is just
Dish it up.
garnish with some peanuts on top. Kung Pao chicken. Traditional style, and it is sort of completely different from anything that you would ever have tasted really in terms of what you think Kung Pao is, if you're in the UK that is. So let's try it. Spring onions give it a freshness that goes through the dish. It is quite heated in chili.
I like the spoon. Difficult to scoop up. Freshness of the ginger, when you bite into it,
Yeah.
you get all the flavour in one spoon.
Peanuts give it a nice earthy flavour as well.
Yes.
Honestly, you need to try this.
Yes.
It's so good.
Oh, and that chicken thigh meat, it's just amazing.
Yeah, it is. Chicken thigh is always better, in my opinion anyway.
In my opinion as well. It's what you like really, okay? We need to go with some rice.
Yeah, gotcha. It's really good.
No, we're just eating it for your own good, okay?
For your own good, we're eating it, not ours. It's hot, so I have to take the my glass.
That's really hot.
Pardon?
That's steaming.
It's steamy hot. Yeah, it kept steaming up this glass here. So there we go. Also, the frying off of the peanuts gives the peanuts a different texture, but they almost break apart much easier, don't they?
Yeah.
But like with a satisfying clip rather than like a powdery softness that they normally have.
The crunch.
Quantities, method and recipes is available on the Recipe Vault. If you want to access that, you need to be a member. It works out to be less than 75p a week, and you guys get videos long before everyone else. So, and thank you to everyone else who does support via channel memberships and Patreon as well. You guys are legends. You really are getting us closer to be able to do this full time.
Yes, thank you very much.
Anything else you want to say?
Thank you for choosing us, and happy cooking, happy eating.
There we go. I was saying more about the dish, but you obviously want to sign off and go now.
No, the dish is really good. Give it a go.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So if you want to see more like traditional versions of dishes, you need to be commenting below. We are going to get the sweet and sour one done.
Yeah.
It's just I've completely forgot about it, so that is my fault. Like I was talking about if you want the traditional recipes, I just remembered we asked about the sweet and sour, so we will get that one done.
Please keep commenting.
Yeah, otherwise
Sometimes
we do forget.
Just slip out of mind.
Yeah.
We've just been so busy.
Yeah.
So we like you to refresh our memory.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, please.
My,
Thank you.
my nose is running.
Yeah.
It's not that hot in the mouth, but it's hot in the nose, if that makes sense.
There's a hit, but it's not like
It's not
really killing you.
No, it's not in your face.
but
I
it
found
just-
that bit. Oh yeah.
It's just like a medium hit, really. Yeah, bit of warm in the mouth.
If you do use the original Sichuan peppercorns, I'd use half the amount of we did of green because of that numbing flavour. It will be quite strong. But apart from that, we're done. Till the next time, see you next week. Every Wednesday, 2:45 p.m. That's when we release our videos.
Don't go away, keep watching.
Take care.
Bye.